They rowed to the rocks on which the wreck lay. The tide washed over them. George took a look around. "We'll tie our boat up to the wreck itself," she said, "and we'll get onto the deck quite easily by climbing up the side. Look, Julian, throw this loop of rope over that broken bit of wood over there, sticking out from the side." Julian did as he was told. The rope tightened and the boat was held in position. Then George clambered up the side of the wreck like a monkey. She was a marvel at climbing. Julian and Dick followed her, but Anne had to be helped. Soon all four were standing on the slanting deck. It was slippery with seaweed and the smell was very strong indeed. Anne didn't like it. "Well, this was the deck," said George, "and that's where the men got up and down." She pointed to a large hole. They went to it and looked down. The remains of an iron ladder was still there. George looked at it. "I think it's still strong enough to hold us," she said. "I'll go first. Anyone got a torch? It looks pretty dark down there." Julian had a torch. He handed it to George. The children became rather quiet. It was mysterious somehow to look down into the dark inside of a big ship. What would they find? George switched on the torch and then swung herself down the ladder. The others followed. The light from the torch showed a very strange sight. The underparts of the ship were low-ceilinged, made of thick oak. The children had to bend their heads to get about. It seemed as if there were places that might have been cabins, though it was difficult to tell now, for everything was so battered, sea-drenched and seaweedy. The smell was really horrid, though it was mostly of drying seaweed. The children slipped about on the seaweed as they went round the inside of the ship. It didn't seem so big on the inside after all. There was a big hold under the cabins, which the children saw by the light of their torch.